Hello, this is Godo. Welcome back to Islands of Insight Hub Puzzle Series. Let's see where we are. We are over here in the Autumn Falls, of course. That's where we were last time. And take a quick look at congruence. And our last congruence is still not available, but maybe we'll have some logic grids available. Hey, we have 2 logic grids available. And that's it. So let's go to Lucia Waters and find those logic grids really quick. Unfortunately, I think I gotta find them all because at a point where there's so few puzzles left that each individual puzzle kind of is a lot. So, like, how much is 2 puzzles? 8 puzzles is 1.2%. So, 2 puzzles is do the math. I don't want to pull up the calculator. Anyways, yeah, so as usual, I'm just going to do a quick lap around on my own first, see if I find anything, and if not, I'm going to search off camera until I find them, and then I will cut back in. So, let's take a look around here and see if we can find it. Find them, I mean. For a second, I was like, I'm not really seeing any kind of puzzles. Here's one of them already. Nice. Alright, all light areas have region 2 and no diagonal dark pieces. Okay. So I guess we just want to do this. Alright, cool. One more to go. Let's see if we can find it. It would be nice to not have to do off-camera searching if I just found it nice and quickly. Alright. Not in this area. Not over here. Let's check the tunnel. Nope. I feel like it's been a long time since I found a puzzle that I needed in the tunnel. I really feel like there's not a whole lot of puzzles in general showing up. They're just like very not spawned in, I guess I could say. You could say. Or maybe I'm just like not paying attention, like I'm mentally kind of ignoring the solved one, so it just is like, yeah, of course there's not a lot of puzzles, they're all done, and I'm not seeing the done ones. Alright. That's pretty much a full lap around the area, so I'm gonna do a little off-camera search, and then I will be back once I find this last grid. So, be right back. So, interestingly, there is a sightseer over here, kind of at the edge of the Lucian Waters. And it looks like it just goes over here. I'll go ahead and grab it real quick. It's an easy one. But not what we're looking for. But getting these edge case puzzles here that are near the edge of Lucian Waters will be nice. Like, just not having to go as close to Lucian Waters, having a little buffer zone in there is a good thing overall. Anyways, I am still looking for this puzzle grid, so I will be back. Hopefully next time I will find it when I cut in. So, be right back. Alright, well, I've been walking around for a little bit now, and yet to find the puzzle we're looking for here. So I'm actually going to try to reboot the game. I believe rebooting the game will shuffle your currently spawned logic grid, so I'm going to see if that does anything for us. So we can see a few logic grids here in our view right here. There's this 3-pipper, that 2-pipper back there, and then this 4-pipper. So I'm going to restart the game and let's see if we see anything different. And I am back, and as we can see, this puzzle did respawn as a different type, but there is no longer a 2-pipper over here and a 4-pipper over there. So whatever was just spawned has shifted around, and we can still confirm that we need one puzzle. So yeah, now I can do kind of like a quick run around the map again. And since I was having trouble finding it, maybe the one I need will have now repositioned itself to a location that's going to be easier to find. So, I'm not going to show me running around the map again looking for it, but I will be back once I have taken a look around here. And side note, since I'm in the business of restarting the game to reposition and reload puzzles, maybe today we'll actually forcefully finish the congruence cluster so that I can, you know, stop having to go over there every episode. Oh, hey, here's our puzzle. Looks like it is a 1-pip puzzle. And it's one of these absolute messes. So E doesn't need to go anywhere. A needs to come down here. Okay, there we go. We're now done with the Lucent Water puzzles for today. We have 6 logic grids and 1 match 3 left. We are over 99% done with Lucent Waters. Very close. Only 7 puzzles left total. So yeah, let's head over to congruence, and then I'm actually just gonna open and close the game a bunch of times until we get the last couple of puzzles we need over there. Okay, so let's look at this. We have fill in the tiles, and we have a terminus up here, so we need to avoid making more terminuses. So if we do that, that's a terminus. We do not want to go down first, which means we probably want to do this. Yep, this looks good. Perfect. Alright. Let's see if we can find this matchbox. Don't really want to necessarily focus on this matchbox right now, though, so if I don't immediately see it, we'll come back for it a different day. Let's do a quick music grid, though. That's what I was gonna do, but it didn't sound right. I'm just like, Foresight to the rescue, please help me. Let's get a hidden archway here. Alright. So first of all, let's check if the restart I did spawned any more congruence clusters. Whoa, 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 don't fall all the way down. I actually want it to be up there on that ledge so I can be in a position where I can see all of them pretty easily. Okay, so all of these are solved. Let's restart the game. Yep, be right back. Alright, first reboot, no new puzzles. I do know that they respawn because this was 2-3-2 before, now it's 5*3, so be right back again. Reboot number 2, still nothing, so we go again. Reboot number 3, another reboot, and I'm gonna stop actually turning on the recording every time, so I'm just gonna turn it on once I find it. So I'm gonna keep going here until we roll our last puzzle. Let me actually, I'm also gonna run save stats just to double check that I still need a puzzle here and I'm not doing this for no reason. So, yep, be right back. Update, well over 10 restarts now, and we're still going. Let's go. I'm feeling good about this load in. Let's take a look here when the game loads up. Here we go. Nope. Okay. I've actually been doing this for a while now. I'm gonna do like a couple more rounds, and then I'm just gonna take a break from this. Maybe we won't finish this today because, yeah, it's being awfully stubborn, so. Anyways, here we go again. Alright, well, it's been enough reboots. We'll just consider this that I got a 15 episode advance on the, congruence cluster, but still didn't find it, so we can pretend that I loaded the game up 15 different times, and that's gonna, I guess, count for the, um, how should I say, like the, it's gonna count towards the, kind of the probability of having gotten it, but not actually, you know, get the puzzle, so, but it's something. Anyways, now we're doing the snake puzzle, and so far so good. Let's see how we want to go about this. We don't want to go up there with the dark. Probably do this. We need to go up here. And over here. And we should be good. There. Nice. I feel like it was trying to spell something out there. Alright, well. We're just going to continue here in the Autumn Falls for probably the rest of the episode. Just going around looking for stuff. Not really at a point where where I feel like I need to look at what's available and focus on those, so I'm just gonna, like, do whatever comes in front of my face. Oh, that is sneaky. There's a logic grid back here. We'll want to remember that spawn point in the future when we start having to look for logic grids. Alright. Anything in this kind of west area? Got some solved puzzles. Those are very not useful. I got a sightseer. Looks like it's this building over here. Come on. Well, it looks like we need to go more left. There we go. Any puzzles down there? Not that I can see from up here, actually. And there's like a shifting mosaic, but that's like, whatever. Oh, here's a wandering echo. That's something we definitely want to get out of the way. Alright, immediately make us fly back over this chasm. Thank you for this. A matchbox here as well. I bet that's on top of the roof or something, but anyways, let's go and go back over here, do this dang wandering echo again. What an obnoxious wandering echo. Alright, let's look for this matchbox. I'm gonna guess it's under the building or on top of the roof, maybe? Yep, here it is. Alright, good stuff. I feel like matchboxes are kind of one of the puzzles we're greatly ahead on. Let's see. There's a few matchboxes, quite a lot of sightseers available. Not many leitmotifs. Hidden cubes. All the hidden puzzles are available except for pentads. We're actually almost done with all the hidden pentads. Only 5 of those left in total. A handful of logic grids. All the other grids are done. There's one more wandering echo somewhere. Several match 3s. And yeah, that's actually that. There's not like a whole lot of puzzles available, but I guess whatever we find, we should like absolutely go after them. Let's see. There was a hidden cube down here. Wait a second. I thought there were no memory grids. Is this a? Is this a? We're like very clearly in the Autumn Falls, but is this a Shady Wildwood memory grid? Something like this. There we go. Shady Wildwood puzzle box. What on earth? This isn't the Shady Wildwood. Okay, well. Is this a Shady Wildwood flow orb as well? I mean, Wandering Echo? Huh? Okay. Well then. That's pretty incredible, actually. So are any puzzles that are like up along this ridge part of Shady Wildwood? And am I dumb? Like this isn't Shady Wildwood, right? Is it Shady Wildwood because the area below here is Shady Wildwood? And it thinks we're in Shady Wildwood? That is bizarre. I was pretty sure this area was... Well, this isn't gonna give the pop-up, but I was pretty sure this area was not Shady Wildwood. Alright, this is surely a, Autumn Falls. I think we want to be down here in the stream, where the geometry of the waterfall looks really well. Shady Wildwood? Excuse me? Okay. Well then. I think we have learned something very weird, and it is that this area on the left of this, on the west side here of Autumn Falls is not actually Autumn Falls. What on earth? I want to find more puzzles that are on the left side of this area to see if they're also Shady Wildwood. Like anything up here? I'm pretty sure anything's on this building would be in Shady Wildwood, so this building is like the cutoff point for it. Like this matchbox is definitely gonna be Shady Wildwood. Let's see. There's its buddy. It's the same one, right? Yeah, how do you... Shady Wildwood. Okay, I was gonna lose my mind if that was Autumn Falls. Alright. Well, I feel that information about which zone is which is, like, pretty substantial information to know in the future. I'm gonna jump down here just to snipe this Shy Aura. Alright. Let's keep going over here. Already might start being to a point where I, like, do a lap around... Not that I've, like... Whoa, almost knocked drink over. Not that I'm at the point where I've, like, done a lap. But where I might be like, okay, well, that's enough of this, and let's go somewhere else. But anyways, this should be a... this is not a Autumn Falls music grid. Let's give it a listen. Okay, I already forgot it. That is Serene Deluge, okay. That's pretty much as expected. So this area here, where we're, like, along the cliff, is this Serene Deluge, or is this, Autumn Falls? Surely not Shady Wildwood. That would be insanity. Okay, well, let's go back towards this way. Hidden archway. I did hear a, or not, I did not hear, but we did see a, matchbox over there near the, what's that place called? Riverbend Bread Bridge? River? Okay, I give up. But, we also have a match 3 over here. Let's go ahead and do this one. Let's see. How do we want to handle this? Let's drop that. We do not want to do a match 3 up here, so let's drop this further. Yikes, okay. Maybe let's drop this first. Nope, that's not what we want to do there. Let's drop this one first. Now we can do this move. That doesn't seem like we want to do that either. Okay. So I think this move in isolation is fine. It doesn't really affect the right side of the puzzle. Does this give us what we want? Not really. What if we do this move here? Oh, that actually worked out. Okay. Alright, nice. Let's go back and get that sightseer that I opened the map and dropped on accident. I believe it was this one. And then we were down here. The match 3 gridded in the preview is now empty because we solved it. Alright, well, where exactly we need to stand? I mean, we see our waypoint beacon here. So I'm gonna guess we actually need to stand more of this kind of angle. Back it up a little. Trying to line things up, and it's like, nah. Okay, there's not a tree directly in the way, so let's not be so close that we see that tree. There's also not this bush. Here we go. Come on. There we go. And then I teleported into the beam. Funny. Okay. So we did see a matchbox down here that we ran past earlier. Let's go ahead and find it now, since, you know, there's not a whole lot to do here. All light areas have 7. Okay, well, that's gonna be 7 for B. This can't connect across over here, so E is gonna have to go around this little island. D is gonna connect there, that's 7. So E is gonna have to swoop around here, and that's 7. A is gonna have to connect to this to be 7. F can just be 7. G is gonna have to come up here. There's 5, 6, and then it needs one more. And 7 for the C. Okay, cool. Alright, so where would this matchbox be? We're looking for a green matchbox of hourglass. Hourglass, huh? Don't know where I was going with that. Hiss like a snake. Hiss. Alright. Green hourblocks. Whatever, man. Okay. Here we go. Alright, cool. Let's So that's another matchbox from this area done forever and ever. The restarting the game like 20 times kind of ate into the time I had available for reporting here, so I'm actually running a little short on time already. Probably gonna... Oh, you know what? We have a daily quest over here that we're pretty close to finishing. Let's actually go and find... Let's force that done and find a kind of closure for that puzzle. Whoops. And just call it there on that. I'm like doing too many things at once. I'm getting very confused. Okay. Let's look for where we can find a crystal labyrinth. So let's see. Do you have crystal labyrinth? You have 2 crystal labyrinths over there. Here, I believe we already checked. Ooh, we have a new outfit we can claim in the Autumn Falls. The vintage Oblis vessel. What does that look like? This one? Well, that's kind of cool, actually. You know what? Maybe I'll stick with that one for a bit. But anyways, yeah, we were looking for crystal labyrinths, so there's none here. There are... Oh, I was looking at 48 out of 81. I was like, there's like 60 available? Or 40 available? Jeez. So there's 2 over there. And then what about the, up here? There's 1 over here. So let's go... I know where a few of them spawn in Verdant Glen. So let's go to Verdant Glen and just kind of scout over towards those. Let's go ahead and turn in this quest. Match 3 or rolling block puzzle. I feel like we can do this one. Variety pack. Alright, so there should be one right down here. This looks like it's solved, though. There should be one up there. Yep, I actually hit it with my marker beacon. So you have a 1-pipper here we can tackle really quick. Looks like an easy one. Managed to misclick on my last click. Hate to see it. Alright, hit an archway. Alright, is this guy done? This guy is done as well. Alright, let's go. I believe we had 2 available, right? Oh, hold on. Look at this hidden ring way up here. That's a sneaky one. Alright, let's go over here. I believe the crystal labyrinths are not really spread out across the map, because in total there's how many? There are 6, and we've found 2. So I believe there's one back there. There's one over here. Nope, over here. A little higher than where I pinged. There's one over here, so that's 3 of them. And then we found 2 back there, and then here's the 6th one. So that's all 6 crystal labyrinth spawns in the Verdant one. So this one looks completed. What about this one down here? This one is not completed. I see the glass box on the end pressure plate. So here we go. Whoop, hit a wall. And this one is now completed, so we have 2 more left to look at. Or was it just 1 more left to look at? No, this one's completed. Which one did I not look at? Oh, hold on, I saw a match 3 down here. Let me go ahead and grab it. Okay, Let's do this purple first. Look at me, I can solve match 3s. Okay, whoops. I alt-tabbed and opened some windows on accident. Let's go and... Our last one should be over here, then. Yes, I see the ceiling on the end of the maze over there. Another match 3 on the way, though. We can go ahead and grab that. This one looks pretty easy, actually. Imagine an easy match 3. Okay. And here is our last crystal labyrinth. It is nice for the floor tiles to have an inventory of where all of them are, so that I know that I found them all versus other areas where I'm like, I don't even know if I've looked in all the places. But there's a distinct location and count of them, so... Oh, I thought this was the final floor. Okay, keep going. Go, 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 go. Here we go. Where's the pad? There it is. Alright. There we go. Quest complete. Let's get that hidden archway. Let's get this flow orb, because why not? That's not a flow orb. It's a sky drop. Teleport. Alright, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Do I want any of these other quests? Nah. If you're enjoying the series, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's any suggestions you have for the series. But other than that, I will see you next time. Bye! Oh, hold on. Bye!